Okay, so welcome back. Let's go over the notes in the bass clef on the lines. Alright, now the tricks are pretty much the same. Little bit different though. The notes that are actually on the lines, we're going to start with the E that is not really on a line. It's below the lines but has a line through it. Remember, it's below all of the lines in the bass clef, the bottom part, but it has a line through it, through the circle. Okay, we're going to start there for our little saying that helps us remember every good boy deserves fudge. Okay? But the difference is the very top line is an A. Okay, so you're going to have to think every good boy deserves fudge with an A at the end. Okay, there's not really, I can think of a little trick to remember it here, but every good boy deserves fudge. A. There's an A at the top. Alright, that's the difference between the bass clef lines and the treble clef lines. The notes on the spaces are going to be the same, but the difference is you're going to have to start with the F, which is actually below all of the lines. So it's a little bit different here. Takes a little bit of remembering. The notes, once again, the F is the note, the open space below all of the lines. And once again, you can think face, F-A-C-E, but the very top space is a G. Okay? And that's the space below the top line in the bass clef. Alright, so you have F, which is the bottom, below all the lines, A, which is on the first space, right above the bottom line. Then you have the next space is C, the next space is E, the next space finally is G, which is below the top line in the bass clef, and then you have B, which will be on the space above the top line in the bass clef. All right. So once again, face, G, G at the end, face, G. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Those are all the lines. Once again, we're going to actually go through and we're going to show you the notes, and you're going to do some exercise songs. There's also exercise songs and audio tracks that are included along with this lesson at the end as well, so you'll be able to go through and play the notes. Now, if you'll go ahead and go to, it should be page number 3 in your lesson 2 here, you're following along like you need to be, you'll see the different notes and the different places on the bar lines. Okay, so you have an F in the treble clef, okay, which is on the first space. You have an A, you have a C, you have an E, which is on the very top space. You have an E, which is on the very bottom line, G on the second line from the bottom, B on the middle line, D on the second line from the top, and F on the very top line. Okay, and once again, it kind of spells out to the right side for you. E, G, B, D, F. First line, every. Second line, G, good. Middle line, B, good boy. Fourth line, D, deserves, and top line, F, fudge. All right. Now the second one, you have face, F-A-C-E, first space above the bottom line on the treble clef, A, second space, C, third space, E, fourth space. All right. So hopefully this is starting to make sense to you. The bass clef is on, should be page number 4, and you have A, which is on the bottom space above the very bottom line, the last line, C, which is on the second space. All right. E is on the third space, and G is on the fourth space. And of course, remember, it doesn't show F here, but F-A-C-E, G. All right. The very bottom line in the bass clef is a G. The next line up is a B. Middle line's a D. Fourth line's an F, and the top line is an A. And once again, look over to the right side, and you will see that every, starting at the very bottom. Now, it doesn't show this on the page, but you can imagine the E is down there at the bottom with a little line through the fat circle. Every good boy deserves fudge. A. Alright? And once again, face doesn't show the F, but imagine the F is on the space below the bottom line. F-A-C-E-G. Alright? And once again, it's kind of going to boil down to memorization. These are some neat little tricks you can use, but for the most part, it's going to kind of boil down to actually getting into it, playing some songs, and putting it into practice. That's the way I learn, is just putting it into practice, and that's what we're going to do for you here in these exercise songs, and also in the next couple of lessons when we break down some different hymns for you. And it's going to be really simple. You're going to love the way it breaks it down. So anyways, we'll be back here in just a minute to show you some more cool stuff. God bless.